Welcome back to my sewing room. My name is Robin and today I'm going to show you how to make this adorable mermaid tail. Isn't that cute? The link to this pattern is in my description box below. So let's get started and I'll show you just how easy this is. Okay, to get started, you'll take my pattern and you're going to cut 2 on the fold. And then you're going to open them up. And I like to just serge the top edge of both of these. And if you don't have a serger, you can just zigzag the top. So I'm going to go serge the ends of these and I'll be right back. Okay, we've got both edges serged, or you could zigzag. And now we're going to place them right sides together. And now we're going to pin it. Leave this open and pin it all the way around. Okay, now we got it all pinned, leaving this part open. We're going to go to the sewing machine. Okay, I'm going to do a straight stitch and I'm going to do a 1/2 inch seam allowance. I'm going to move my needle all the way over. And we're going to do 1/2 inch all the way around, leaving this top open. I'm going to line the fabric up with the edge of my foot. Do a fixed stitch or a back stitch to lock in your stitches and then just sew all the way around. And I'm going to do needle stop down so that every time I stop, my presser foot goes up, the needle is down, so that I can turn these curves easier. So I'm going to get down to this little curve. I'm going to stop. My needle stays down. I need to go a little bit further. Another stitch. So you want to make sure this part lines up with your foot. And so that does. So now I can go down this way. Move my needle. Stop, pivot and turn. Let's see, I went a little too far. Let me back it up just once. There. Now pivot and turn. Now it's lined up with my foot. And right here where it goes up a little bit, I want to make sure I go up and follow that and stop right at the top of that point, so it creates that nice little fin look at the bottom of the tail. So I'm going to try to stop with my needle right above where that indentation is. And having the needle stop down really helps me do that. Now I pivot and come back down this way. Pivot and turn. Here, pivot and turn. I need to go a little bit more. See, it's not lining up with this part, so come back over and do another stitch or two. Now pivot and turn. Perfect. Now this is lined up with this foot to sew all the way up. Okay, lock in your stitches. And we're done. Okay, we've sewn it all the way around. And now we're going to clip our corners trim off this corner here without clipping into your stitches. Clip off that corner, this corner, and kind of grade it in a little bit here. Grade this in a little bit. Without clipping into your stitches. And then right here in this curve, we're going to clip it all the way up to that point without getting into our stitches. And just kind of clip these curves a little. Come over here and clip into this curve. And over here, do the same thing on this side. Okay? Okay, let's press open the side seams. And the other side seam. And now let's flip this over to the wrong side to create a casing for our elastic. About a 1/2 inch down, fold this over and give that a press. Now we're going to take this to the sewing machine and start in the back of the tail, whatever you want to be the back of it, and we're going to sew all the way around, but we're going to leave from here to here. Do not sew here because that's where we're going to insert the elastic after we sew the casing. So we're going to start here and sew all the way around, stopping here. So we'll leave this open. Okay, let's head to the sewing machine. Okay, I'm going to remove this table to expose my free arm so that I can fit this around it. Okay, and we're going to start sewing right here. Move my needle all the way over to the left. And I'm just going to sew a straight stitch along the edge here to create a casing. Doing a fixed stitch at the beginning and at the end. I'm going to stop here, do a fixed stitch, okay, we've got it all ironed and turned right side out, and now I'm going to take my little bodkin and take a 1/4 inch elastic, and I'm going to attach, you push down on that, and then you slide this down and it holds the elastic in place, so then I can push the elastic through this casing. So I'm going to go in here to the back and I'm going to push this through. And I don't cut the elastic until I finish, so I know how much I need. Push it all the way around and come back out here where you started. And then just push this back the other way and release the elastic. So now we have, hold on to this so it doesn't go back in. Okay, now I'm just going to clip this to keep it from going back in. And now I'm going to put this on the doll to see how tight I need to go. So that's going to be the back of the doll. Let me bring her over here, my little mermaid doll. I'm going to turn her over to the back because I'm going to see the back. This goes into the back of the doll. We'll put this on her. I like to kind of put each foot, this foot over toward that fin, and this foot over to that fin, and bring it all the way up. Then I'm just going to take off this clip. You could measure it and then put these together like this and go to the sewing machine and sew it, but it's so tiny and the doll's not going to feel the knot in the back. So I just like to do the easy way and just tighten it. And go like this, tie it once to see where you want it, but that you can still get it off and on like that. Let's see. So make sure we can still stretch it to get it off. Like that. And then once you have it as tight as you want it, then you can do a double knot. Like that. Take your craft scissors and cut this off. The excess off. And then you could take this off and go back over to the sewing machine and sew that little hole up. I'll go do that and be right back. We're all finished. Isn't she cute? I added some more blue in her hair to make her look more like a mermaid and put some little bows and ponytails up in her hair. And I made this little shirt with the little seashell buttons and trimmed it in this ribbon to go with the little mermaid tail. Now this doll is about, from the top of her head, not her hair because she has a lot of hair, but from here to her feet, she is about 15.5 inches long. And from her leg to her toe, it is 7.5 inches long, just to give you an idea. But if you have a taller doll, you can just add a little more length up at the top to make it longer for your doll. Have fun making your mermaid doll. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a so blessed day. Bye for now.